Hi, this time what we're going to do is we're going to read a question and then I'm going to give an answer to all of you. And so if you're the one who wrote in the question, I apologize, but it's not going to reveal who you are, and that's okay. So here's the question. I am the wife, but I listened to 5 of the worst things a husband can do to his wife, which is one of the recordings that we have. You should go to our main channel and you'll see there's hundreds. My husband does all 5. God. Married 40 years. Just goes to show you, 40 years. Where do I go from there for help? So I want to talk about this in broad terms, and I'm going to also answer the question. So I'll answer the question first. Where you go is to understand that even though you've been married 40 years, you never learned how to be married, neither did your husband, so don't do blame. You see, the first thing that you did was you looked at that video so you could sacrifice your husband and point out his flaws. That is not marriage friendly. That is not what we do when we're married if we want to be happy. And when you got married, number one reason was to be happy. But no one does. No one thinks, oh, I'm getting married, I'm going to be so happy. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm getting married. Maybe, finally someone asked me, or, this is what I'm intended to do, what I'm meant to do, or now I'll fit in. But we don't have an understanding in our world of what marriage is all about. This is one of the things I discovered when I was a divorce mediator, is that no one knows how to be married. I didn't either, by the way. I'm not putting everyone down. I'm saying that none of us knew. None of us knew. Instead, because marriage is such a normal thing to do, what happened was marriage help came up and no one bothered to go, yeah, but before you get married, why are you getting married in the first place? So 40 years, I have found this to be so true, that people don't find happiness in their marriage until they learn how. And that's what the Marriage Foundation is doing. So I'm the wife, I listen to the 5 worst things, my husband does all 5, been married 40 years, where do I go from here? Honestly, it depends on your financial resources. I'm going to be honest with you. If things are tight, just get one of my books. It's going to help you realize a lot. But your habits are so deep. What you really want to do is take the course for women. You don't ask your husband to take the course for men because you're the one who's looking for help. You don't want to get out of your marriage. You want to stay married. You found your soulmate. He is the right man. He may be doing all the things that are hurting you, but you're also doing all the things that are hurting him. I bet if he were to watch the video, 5 worst things that a wife can do to her husband, he would say the same thing that you're saying. And this is the state of marriage in our world right now. It's not your fault. So once we learn how, here's a good way to look at it. Let's say someone gave you the keys to a car, but you'd never driven a car. How long would it take before you were stressed out, stepping on the gas, stepping on the brake, hitting other cars, maybe hitting some people? It's a complicated thing, marriage, and we got to learn how to do it. So hopefully this has given you some positive insight and positive direction, because we don't play the blame game here at the Marriage Foundation. We play the education game, the game of getting people out of their suffering and into the joy that marriage is supposed to be all about. Thank you. God bless you, and take care.